What's going on, guys? It's Bronze TRD here. Today we're going to be installing the Heritage TRD Pro grill from Toyota Tribe. I'm going to walk you through the full installation here on my 2024 Tacoma TRD Off-Road. Let's get into it. So our first step's actually going to be installing the letters onto this bracket. Really simple, probably easiest step of the whole installation. Just got some Phillips screws that go right in the back. Next, we're going to be putting that onto the actual grill. Okay, first we're going to take out these two, should be two here, 10 millimeters. Take those out so we can take back this liner and then pop it off just this front portion to get access to two Phillips behind here so we can go ahead and start taking that off. There's also going to be, if I come down here, I'm going to want to remove here, also 10 millimeters. Then go ahead, yep, and give that a good pull. This should pop off right here. 1, 2, 3, and give us access to this Phillips here. Go ahead and remove that. All right, then of course we're gonna wrap around, do the same thing on the other side. Here I am, obviously I didn't take it off yet, so you can see this time. There we go, 1, 2, and there's one up here. Get those, and then we're going to slide these clips out again to take this off and then get access to that Phillips screw that's holding in the bumper, this panel. And as you can see there, I removed that Phillips screw there. And then moving on to the engine bay here, we're going to want to start by removing these. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Be careful, because once we're pulling up here, not to get anything into this air filter here, because we don't want to drop anything. Also, these clips fly off really easily, so don't go ahead and yank this off, because then these clips are going to shoot off and go into your engine bay, which that actually happened to me when I was installing my Dynamics fog lights. So go ahead and be careful with that, and let's take that off. And then while you're at it, actually, you can just take off these ones here, so we can remove this as well, just so it's not in the way and we don't have to peel it back. I mean, it's just easier access. And as you can see, I went ahead and removed that and all those screws here. That gives, exactly, so be careful not to drop anything in there. But now we have access so we can go ahead and remove the front panel to the engine bay. I'll show you what we're doing there. Okay, yep, back to the 10 millimeter. We're gonna remove 1, 2 in the middle, and coming over here, 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove those. And then the next step after that is gonna be removing a bunch of these harnesses, and we'll do that right after. Okay, before we disconnect any of these harnesses, we're gonna want to disconnect the negative terminal from the battery so we don't get any codes popping up. So it's going to be right here. Okay, and then once you use that 10 millimeter to disconnect this, stay here on the passenger side, and we're disconnecting these 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3, all connected right here. All you gotta do is kind of just press that pin down, it should slide off. All right, and then coming under the front bumper, you're gonna wanna remove 6 more 10 millimeters. You're gonna have 1 here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4, sorry, 5, 6 on the other side. I'm missing 2 of them on these sides just because I had removed them when I was doing some trimming, but you should have 1 right there as well. So go ahead and remove those 6. Okay, and then once those 6 10 millimeters are out, go ahead and pop off this panel. Just give it a good tug, pop off both sides of the panel, and then all the weight's gonna be resting on, these 3 points here. So then you kind of wanna, see how I pop that off there, move it here, move it there. And once these are off, you should be able to just pull it right off, which is easier with another person, but we're here by myself, so. Going around, you really got to kind of tug it. There's multiple locations. Just kind of plug it out, it's gonna be in place. But we'll go ahead and obviously when we put it back on, we're gonna push it back in place. Go ahead and make sure there's no, I already did. Pull it here, get it out here. Now we should be able to just pull it right off. Yep, there we go. It's disconnected, got it there. And then obviously try to put it down somewhere it's not gonna get scratched. Next, we've got 6 10mm bolts there for the grill shutter. We're gonna go ahead and take those off so we can get that out. Okay, this grill shutter is gonna get removed. Just put it to the side for now. Okay, we're gonna bust out that Phillips screwdriver again, and we're taking out all these Phillips screws along the top. There should be 11. Yep. Okay, once those 11 Phillips are removed, we're gonna be taking off these like trim pieces. Don't take them off, but use like a flathead or a trim piece. We're gonna pop them out just so, you know, we can remove this piece. So they're gonna be all along the top here. I don't know exactly how many there are. They're gonna be on the top here. We've got a few on the side here. We've got these ones here. That's gonna be sandwiched between the paint matched one. So just kind of gotta pop those ones out and pull it out there. Coming around to the front, we've got a bunch here. Yep. So yeah, it's easiest to use a flathead or a trim piece to pry those out. Careful not to use too much force because they will snap, but just go ahead and work your way around and pop that out. Okay, so our camera actually died, but we were able to take that out after we undid all those clips. Just gotta play with it a little bit, wiggle it out. And then obviously we're putting that new grill back in, clip it in. That part's 5 times easier than getting it out. Went ahead and put back in the 11 Allen screws. Now we are putting back in the 10mm sockets for the grill shutter. All right, then we got it. After that, we are installing it back onto the truck and figuring out the wiring. All right, and for wiring, it was all pretty easy. There's gonna be 3 cords that are coming off each of these lights. Comes with an adapter, and then those are plugging in. You can do it a few ways, actually. Some people like to plug it in so anytime the truck is actually on, these Raptor lights are on. I chose to hook it up to my auxiliary jack. So I choose to want to turn them on. So it's kind of messy here, but I was able to wire it all up. And then this is what your truck should come with, that auxiliary adapter. That's plugging in down here. There should be an open thing. You just gotta take that off and plug that adapter in. That's what this one is here. And that will come with a green, black, and then a black, white. Half black, half white. So those are gonna connect there. And then same thing with the light bar. Light bar is going to connect also to the aux, but I kind of just had to do a little bit of wire management, some cable ties here, all pretty easy. There's plenty of YouTube tutorials on that. Unfortunately, I forgot to take a video exactly on that, and it is raining now, but got it all hooked up and she's looking good.